Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am friend Chad Pearson, and welcome again to my channel. It is Monday. Happy Monday, June 23rd, 2025. Have 9:30 in the a.m. Let's say it together. Praise God, from whom all blessings flow. With every day and every hour and every second, the more I research and the more I reflect on how I used to cover the Middle East, with Egypt, with Israel, with the former PLO, Palestinian Liberation Organization, that is Yasser Arafat, in comparison to today with Hamas, Iran, the more and more I can see that we have a countdown moment, a very well orchestrated plan to be executed and played out before us through the media. Methodically, yes. The war, when you just think brief history on October 7th of 2023, any well-read person or any person which has followed military and the money and the people knows that Israel should not have been hit through land, sea, and air. It makes no sense. What makes sense is that if all this was allowed to bring us to this point. It's crafty. We're back in the garden, it's just bigger. Let's just say Adam and Eve, the great grandsons and daughters, were being taken for a ride once again. And yes, the kingdom is at stake, just like it was back in the garden. Many of us have already taken the bite and taken the bait. I'm not taking it. I've been watching this thing since the late 70s, and gradually I can pick it apart. And I want to share with you guys a few videos this morning and show you that the lure of bringing in other nations into this war, yes, NATO, United Nations, giving the illusion that they're going for peace, knowing full well this is a well orchestrated plan by the Antichrist and his minions to bring America and the world to its economic needs, socially bring the chaos. And then to take our commander-in-chief and sell him with the image of a martyr. That's how they want to let it go out. And that will add to the social chaos. So go down this rabbit hole with me so we can put this in perspective and understand that no matter what plan they have in place, Jesus is still on the throne. Thank God that he came for his shed blood and for his promise. The Bible says no man knows the day or hour when he comes, but I do these videos many times to give you assurance that yeah, he's going to honor his word. He's going to come and get his bride. So check this out here.
Of them. We do know now that Americans at the U.S. Embassy in Qatar have been told to shelter in place. This was out of an abundance of caution, so says the embassy, and we're not exactly sure the basis of this warning at this point, but there are global threats. And whether or not they are related to Iran, I mean, that's going to be talked about. Another focus will be clearly the effectiveness of Operation Midnight Hammer. The Pentagon says we aren't going to know the true impact for some time, but the president is defending his use of the word obliteration to describe the 3 nuclear sites. He cited monumental damage as seen by satellite images. And yesterday, Vice President Vance reiterated that it is Iran's nuclear program the U.S. is fighting.
We're not at war with Iran, we're at war with Iran's nuclear program. And let me just say, Kristen, that we're incredibly grateful and proud of the American Air Force pilots who did an incredible job last night. It's really an incredible operation, a testament to the power of American military. And I think what shows what can happen when you have that great American military.
Vance, more and more, if you notice, since this war. And when the migration issue began to heat up, more and more he's in the spotlight. That's deliberate. It's deliberate. There will be a dissension and ascension. Now, the word obliteration was mentioned. See if I can find it here. Check it out.
Operation Midnight Hammer. The Pentagon says we aren't going to know the true impact for some time, but the president is defending his use of the word obliteration to describe the three.
Obliterate. That's the goal. And I'll get into it in a second. Now, I want to show you this piece here at the 155 mark. I saw it the other day and few people have brought it up. Very peculiar. Look how they flashed this. This just came out within the last 2 hours. Really, I was at the 45-minute mark when I did the research on this, so it's at 2 hours now. But check it out.
Their own. And tomorrow the president is headed to.
See how they flashed that? Why would they do that? Watch this.
On their own. And tomorrow the president is headed to the next.
You see that?
Sparking change on their own. And tomorrow.
Why would he do that? Look at his hands. Now that's questionable all day. You guys know I did journalism professionally. I worked in studios. This here, people know universally that hand signs speak. I'm gonna say it again. People know universally that hand signs speak. Now, to have this come in with a millisecond shot is not an accident to me. It's speaking without speaking. And what does it mean? Look at it. This is in the Situation Room on the 21st here in America, yet the 22nd in Israel, because our time zone. Now, I did a video on this guy, General Dan Kane. He's in my video titled, Really Can't Make This Stuff Up. Now, I want you to show you something here. Watch this.
Thank every service member, planner, operator that made this mission possible. Their actions reflect the highest standards of the United States Armed Forces. This operation was designed to severely degrade Iran's nuclear weapons infrastructure. It was planned and executed across multiple domains and theaters with coordination that reflects our ability to project power globally with speed and precision at the time and place of our nation's choosing. This was a highly classified mission with very few people in Washington knowing the timing or nature of this plan. I'll refer you to the graphic on the side as I walk you through some of the operational details. At midnight Friday into Saturday morning, a large B-2 strike package comprised of bombers launched from the continental United States. As part of a plan to maintain tactical surprise, part of the package proceeded to the west and into the Pacific as a decoy, a deception effort known only to an extremely small number of planners and key leaders here in Washington.
It's called Operation Midnight Hammer. Now, I want to show you something about this guy here. Kane, American Air Force General, that's him. He's born August 10th, 1968. August 10th, 1968. That's him. That's who spoke. August 10th, 2024, his last birthday. Yesterday's attack, 6/21/2025. What if I told you between the day he's born, anniversary, versus yesterday's attack is exactly 45 weeks, and Trump's the 45th president? What are the odds? What are the odds, people? What are the odds? Think about what I'm saying. That's why I keep asking the question, what are we looking at? What are we really looking at? Are these spirits? And his name, now that I think about it, Cain. If you drop the E, it's like Cain and Abel. Right? Cain and Abel. We're back in the garden, right? We know that Cain killed Abel, right? And all hell broke loose. Once Cain killed Abel, that was the first time in recorded history, if I'm not mistaken, that the earth tasted blood. What about those hand signs? I mean, it's just, that's crazy. People, in relation to someone who did media in the studio, we would have edited that out because we know that this would basically take away from the story. It would be too controversial to show. Do you understand? So those who produce the news, they know certain things which will add to or take away from the story. So why did they let this go through for a millisecond? Watch again.
Change on their own. And tomorrow the president is headed to the Netherlands.
It was a millisecond. Come on, man. What's that about? Now listen to this here.
Let's work our way back in time, starting with the 1980s. Ronnie James Dio was throwing that thing up everywhere like it owed him money. But even he denied being the creator of the infamous hand gesture. He said he got the idea from his grandmother, saying it was an Italian thing used to ward off the evil eye. Dio claims he just popularized it. If we go back further, it was actually Geezer Butler, bassist for Black Sabbath, who takes credit for showing Dio devil horns in the first place. Here's Geezer holding it up in a photo from 1969. But just 1 year earlier, we've got John Lennon sporting the horns in this 1968 photo shoot for Yellow Submarine. There's also that whole thing in 2017 where Gene Simmons was trying to trademark devil horns because he thought he invented it in the 70s. But that was debunked by the band Coven, who claim they've been using it since 1967. Of course, the gesture has been used for centuries by many different religions and mythologies, but for the sole purpose of using it in the rock and roll metal community, I'm going to say the band Coven started it in 1967 and Dio popularized it in the 80s. Case closed.
I know, right? And a lot of entertainers, a lot of people have used it. I have photographs, even believe it or not, of Obama with his fingers like that. I really do. I have a few politicians that have utilized that sign. And again, why would they do a millisecond? It makes it so suspicious because it's a flash. It's a literal flash. You're seeing it, and then it just disappears. So again, this is why it makes it suspicious. Now let's move on. And you can put in the comment section what you think. When it comes down to it, I've said it before and I'll say it again. The war has certain levels and certain areas and certain things they want to achieve. And one of the things they want to achieve is a land grab. And I'm gonna break that thing down again, okay? So they have to cover it, they have to smoke screen the thing and not tell you, but they already showed their cards when they did this Gaza thing, okay? Welcome new subscribers. I've done this before, but I have to set the groundwork again.
Set you free, bringing the light for all to see. No more tunnels, no more fear. Trump Gaza is finally here. Trump Gaza shining bright, golden future, a brand new life. Feast and dance, the deal is done. Trump Gaza #1. Trump Gaza shining bright, golden future, a brand new life. Feast and dance, the deal is done. Trump Gaza #1.
We have an opportunity to do something.
So I was able to dig up the photograph of Obama. And again, the sign has been utilized in different aspects. But hey, when you know, you know. So why would you do it if you know that part of the negative is the goat Lucy, devil horn. Even that would say allegedly. Now, that video was created February 26th of 2025. February 26, 2025. Trump Gaza. Take February 26, 2025, and the day that America hit Iran was 6/22, the date over there because of the time change. 6/22, 2025. The difference is 16 weeks and 5 days from the day that they came out with the Trump Gaza video. And the Trump Gaza video was about what? Taking the land and changing it over so it can be what? Golden future, brand new light, right? You see what I'm trying to say? From a worn, torn area to a beautiful palace, so to speak. What's 165? The 165th day of the year is June 14th. June 14th. That's his birthday. Are you starting to see why I'm telling you this thing is manufactured? Because this is mathematical improbability. But the average person, they don't have time to put it together. God gave me a gift. I'm able to listen to God's spirit, do enough research, and that's the gift that I have. The day Trump Gaza video was made versus the day that America hit them, 16 weeks, 5 days, 165. 165th day of the year is June 14th, and that's Trump's birthday. Come on, man, stop playing. Let's go into this. Like I said, I believe he wants to go out a martyr. That's how the powers are selling this thing, okay? Listen.
Proxies who have threatened to retaliate against you and your team by killing you guys for taking out Soleimani.
Well, they haven't done that, and that would be a terrible thing for them to do, not because of me. If they did that, they would be obliterated.
You hear the word again? Obliterated. When you think obliteration, that's this. So they get reconstructed their way. Do you understand, people? You get it? To me, they're hiding their real intent. Obliterated. Interesting.
Not because of me. If they did that, they would be obliterated. That would be the end. I've left instructions. If they do it, they get obliterated. There won't be anything left. And they shouldn't be able to do it. And Biden should have said,
this is why the people were told to evacuate. Because there's an excavation coming, people. And that's being nice about it. That's crazy. I want you to see it. Poor people. Innocent people. Because everybody's not about going to war. Like I said in yesterday's video, can we just get along? I'm telling you what I believe their true intent is. This is not normal man. This has got to be fallen angel moves on this part. Right in our face. It's deep.